Just a quick video on how to replace the CMOS battery on a Dell Optiplex 7010 small form factor. To tell that you have a 7010 small form factor, you will have a laptop style optical drive along with 4 USB ports. If you have the ultra small form factor, it'll be slightly smaller. You will still have the laptop style drive, but only 2 USB ports. Also, the small form factor has a release latch that looks like this. To open it, you lift up on it at an angle, pull the lid open at an angle, and then pull it towards you to remove it. And the CMOS battery is hidden right next to the heatsink, between the heatsink and the power supply, deep inside there. So we will try to zoom in. As you can see, now this one has a nice little latch to release. I find it's handy to remove the front USB 3 header just to get a little bit more clearance. To remove it, you pull back on that little latch. I'll do something that's a little less obstructive than my big fingers. Ideally use something plastic, you use a pokey tool, but pry back on the spring and the battery will flip up. If you're unfortunate and you have the more difficult style of battery retainer, you might have to watch my video on how to remove other styles of CMOS batteries. But this one has the easy style. So once you remove it, put your new one in, goes in an angle, push down on the side with the little locking tab. If you disconnected the front USB 3 header, you're going to want to plug that in, like so. And then it's a simple matter of reinstalling the cover. Whoops, I am way zoomed in still. Reinstalling the cover like so. These tabs go to those holes, push down, lock it in place. Now when you turn your computer back on, it's going to power cycle a few times because the BIOS needs to basically relearn the hardware that's installed or some other weird thing that does. If you haven't already lost your settings, you probably are going to lose your settings. So you're going to need to reset the date and time in BIOS, or you can do it in Windows. You may also need to change boot settings like UEFI and Secure Boot. Trying to think what else might get changed. Boot order might get changed. So you may need to reconfigure your BIOS settings to your computer to boot properly. If it doesn't boot straight into Windows, that's when you need to get concerned. You should be fine with letting it try to boot into Windows without causing any harm to your operating system. But otherwise, yeah, hopefully that was helpful, and thanks for watching.